Sorry, SNA fans. Yeah, I guess I reached my limit of an hour and a half of making making the first review video. This is the second part of the review video of tonight's SmackDown review. Hopefully, this is good. This is gonna be good for the next hour or even half an hour because I got one more thing to talk about. But before I get to that, I just want to stop and finish off saying what I was just saying. As I was saying before, the first stream ended, and that is Montez is like with Montez Ford screaming into the front of the camera saying we're going to WrestleMania. Even though, yeah, I was saying yeah, they are indeed going to Mania, but it won't be against the Judgment Day and the others that's going to be in the ladder tag match because probably going to join. They're going to team up with the Almighty Bobby Lashley to square off against the Final Testament and finish things where they started. Which I would say the Final Testament should get this win because they will lose their momentum, and there will be no point of putting them in the trios if there's not no future plans for the three guys in WWE. And what was the point of bringing back the Authors of Pain, let alone pairing them up with someone like Karrion Kross if they didn't see them as like future, future threats in the tag team division in WWE. But yeah, let's hope that things work out for everyone. And let me know in the comments down below. As much as I'm a Bobby Lashley, I'll say as much as I'm a Bobby Lashley and a Street Profits fan, but looking at it in storyline perspective, I would say give the W to Cross and the AOP for now. And if they continue with the baby faces getting their hands held high, be like somewhere like Backlash or a few weeks after WrestleMania on the episode of SmackDown to finish things off like there. If they want the babyface to have a happy ending, which I love to see that happen, but I just don't like to see the burial side of things of anybody that haven't been getting that have been given that much attention when it comes to making an impact when it comes to trying to be in the rise in the impact in WWE. I know, like usually WWE, there's one thing that they show us, and that is like not everybody's going to be on top and going to have to wait until the following year or next time in general to achieve whatever they're trying to fight for. Well, let's hope it won't be long enough, a long time to see the AOP fighting to get a shot at the WWE. Get the shot. Yeah, it won't be long enough for the AOP being recognized in the tag team division in WWE. And same goes to Karrion Kross for this here, doing a pretty good job with his keeping up with his sinister villainous heel persona. Just not been getting that many opportunities for the opportunities in WWE. In order to be on top, like you can still be popular and a popular and a entertaining figure, even without a championship gold or any other winning accomplishments. LA Knight proved that when he started getting over on the main roster. But this is where we got Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, the special counsel Paul Heyman calling Roman, and this is where he was talking about my tribal chief Roman Reigns, and I'm here to tell you that Cody Rhodes is in the building, and no, he's not with anybody. I guess he's all alone. The stage is yours, and your public awaits. We got up next with Roman Reigns heading out into the ring with Paul Heyman. We're waiting to see if Cody Rhodes is going to come out there afterwards. Anyway, this is where you got Roman Reigns this is where you got Roman Reigns and this is where he asked the Milwaukee crowd to acknowledge him like you would usually do. This is where the Roman Reigns and went right up onto the. That's where he started getting in to the point with Cody Rhodes and him. And he's like, we're gonna talk about your favorite guy, yeah, Cody. And then Roman Reigns was like, the tribal chief has kept his Roman Reigns, the tribe, Roman Reigns is a man of his word. He tried to keep what he said he's going to do. And y'all's tribal chief is the man of his word. If they're like, yeah, you got this way, so like, that may not be entirely accurate, but at the same time, it is. But it is mostly true. Like, he tried to keep his words. Like, when somebody asks him to do something, he promised to do it. Like, he's gonna most likely do it. Which he did show up. He did show up without the rest of the bloodline. He's like, Cody, like, don't be shy. Like, no unfair advantages here. Nope, no bloodline except for me and maybe Paul Heyman, if you count him as a bloodline member. But if so, he's not a threat. He's not a threat. A physical threat, I should say. At least a physical threat. Like, and you see, Cody, like, Cody, like, don't let your friends hanging. Like, they're gonna. And this is where Cody was saying, like, he's gonna be out here with us. Like, and he's not. Cody like network. Roman Reigns was like, yeah, I'm out here with you guys, and he's gonna have no choice but to acknowledge me, just like y'all. And this is where they showed Cody Rhodes was heading out into the arena on the Titantron screen. Him walking through the backstage area. This is where Cody Rhodes was he got entered in the ring. Where a special entrant, where his catchy theme song, Kingdom. This is where he started high-fiving and shaking hands of the fans, like you always do, like a hero babyface would do. This is where Cody Rhodes was there to see what Roman Reigns had to say to him. And this is where Roman Reigns like, yeah, see, like that wasn't so bad, was it? Like, I kept my word, like, but before you get to that, you say, I'm like, I kept my word, like I'm here, like I'm here all by myself. But what about you, Cody? Huh? Like, well, like I was much more of a man of my word, as you are, so. Like, well, I was just as much of a man of my word as just yourself, but if you can prove that you're really truly alone, I came alone as well. Well, you were like, no, but I came alone all by myself. Which let's just say, being spoiler alert, like they really weren't alone. Both of them wasn't, but we're gonna get to that in just a moment. But where Roman Reigns was like, Paul, you believe him too, right? Roman, white Wiseman, this is what Paul Heyman's like, yes, my tribal chief. This is what he's like, cool. Like, you are completely stupid to me. Fans are booing because they do not like the tribal chief insulting their wrestling hero, the American Nightmare. Roman Reigns, I told Cody, you're not fit for this job. It's not for you. Like you're not fit to be on top. You're not fit to be the face of this company, because you're just basically a complete idiot. And boom, there's a fan started booing the Whatton team at the same time. Luckily, Kurt Angle wasn't there like usual, or it would have ruined his night. But anyway, Roman's like, you think they have the best? You think they have the best out for you? Like nobody cares about you. Quite honest, like not speaking for them, like no, in a very honest manner. Like you, like I don't know what you're doing with your head and all, Cody. Like, but that's my perspective. He's like in the past couple months, like you aligned yourself with my brother, like which that's no other than Seth freaking Rollins. And ain't that right? And the fans like, what? What repeatedly? This Roman Reigns was like, there's a lot of problems with that boy right there. But let me ask you this one, Mr. American Nightmare. Where was he at, huh? Like when you were, where was Seth Rollins at this past Monday when you needed help the most? When my cousins were out there surrounding our blood, their brother and my other cousin, right? He was like, what was the last second appearance? What was up with his last minute appearance on last Monday's Raw? Like, was it some kind of a flight delay, or was it snowing at that whatever location y'all were at on Raw, or was it right there? And it seemed like they were showing his true colors somehow. And he claimed that he was supposed to be going to be your Seal at WrestleMania Night 1. Like you understand I was in the Shield with him, right? And then Cody was like, "Of course I did." Like when y'all were in y'all's first one, it's the Hounds of Justice. Like I was actually here, right? Like we may not did a good guy thing, but we did have some kind of a bond. And every time I thought that we were gonna become family, and I thought it was gonna be my real little brother, right? Like the next thing you know, he stabbed me right on my back. Like what kind of a family member here? And that's what's probably gonna happen to you, like in 2 weeks from now. And this is where Cody, in the next 15 days, I should say, because it actually is the next 15 days, because it will be like 2 weeks from tomorrow. But anyway, this was like, and that's the reason why I think you're a fool and thinking. I think you're a fool and you're a complete idiot, because you are trusting the idiot that stabbed me right in the back with that steel chair. When he attacked me and hit me with that steel chair about 10 years ago, or at least almost to up to that milestone. But and this is where Cody Rhodes asked Roman Reigns, like, you're telling me that I remember the Shield, like, because like I as a matter of fact, I do remember the Shield, actually like all of us do, even in this arena right now in Milwaukee, like the unstoppable trio force. Like y'all were undefeated at one hand. And who was and now I'm gonna ask you this question, right? You remember? Do you remember the first one of the first two teams that did beat you when y'all were the unstoppable forces in this company at that time? Like, let me give you a clue. Like, if you don't know already, like their last names were the names Rhodes. That's what he said. Yeah. And your fans are like, oh, like he got you good, Roman. Like, who knows? We could see you being dethroned again, except this time for the biggest prize and not for no tag team championships, which I believe somewhere Goldust was praising on his brother, like whether if he's at his wrestling event in Texas, or getting ready for next week's AEW, whether it be in Dynamite, Rampage, or Collision. But it seems like he's mostly focusing on his as of late, he's been focusing on his wrestling company in Texas, which I forget the name of it, but but in the end of the video, that when Roman's cousin, which is The Rock, saying "F him," which I believe most people would agree on, for talking much sugar honey iced tea and not the sweet refreshing kind to his brother Cody. But anyway, yeah, he was giving him hype, and then something just tells me he's gonna send a message to him saying like, yeah, like forever the Rhodes family, or whatever it may be, like, and we're forever gonna be the Brotherhood, or whatever. You're gonna reference their tag team name when they were teaming against the Authority and the Shield, and becoming the tag team championship, which. And fans were cheering like, yeah. And this is where Cody Rhodes is like, I appreciate you, like this education that this education that you're teaching me right now. And I don't know if I'm walking around with my. And this is where it's like, I'm not sure if I put them on, but like, no way, I did my bullet cufflinks on, like, and then the night, so like it's. And then this is like, and now I'm not certainly unfamiliar about the fashions or the trails or that stuff, that very fancy stuff. But this is the faction, like, and then he's like, yeah, like, but I'm actually more familiar about betrayal and factions and enough about. And speaking of factions, even though like I don't think the Bloodline is a faction, like the Bloodline is a family that is at a family, and when he said, could you say like, can I trust Seth freaking Rollins? Like, I don't know. The fans were doing the mixed reactions, half were cheering, half were booing. It was Seth Rollins. I never thought of that. I never thought to ask and to do this. Like maybe I should ask the people that actually give a damn on if I should trust Rollins or not. And that's what he did. He asked the fans, like, hey, everybody here in Milwaukee, should I trust Seth Rollins in this match against your tribal chief and your final boss? And then the fans are like, yeah, yes, we do. Like, and this was like, you should trust Rollins, which most of us, like, at least 90-something%, like about 92% of fans were cheering yes, while the other 8% must have been booing. Like, we could possibly, which they must have been watching the IWC, like, as of late, especially on YouTube, with YouTubers pointing out what Seth Rollins did, like, in recent weeks, like, especially one with him putting his hand up, like when he was pointing up into the sky, like and stating his point to Cody Rhodes when he was in the ring with the American Nightmare. And that's where he hilariously smiled at his finger with the L sign. And he put it back away, hiding it, just putting up the single index finger that was still pointing up to the ceiling of the arena. And then he got back to his point, like. But I thought it was a very funny and hilarious reference to The Rock with him, like showing that he cannot be trusted in the Bloodline. But it's probably more to this, and we're going to probably see, and that's the question here. Can Rhodes can trust Rollins? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm having thoughts like he couldn't, because he could cost the match. That's how they could lose the match at night one. And maybe he could do the same, or even wait until night two to cost him the match. Make it look like he's going to help Cody just to turn on him. But let's hope that's not the case. And let's hope. And this is where Cody Rhodes admitted that he might still hate his guts, even though he's helping him, but only because he's faced the Bloodline. And it is where Cody Rhodes was like, and tell you what, like, you might be right on one thing about Rollins. He might hate my guts. Like, but I have to tell you this right here, that's more factual than what you're telling me right now. Like he might hate my guts, but he hates your guts more than he does with me. Like, or he hates you even more, I should say. That's why I should rephrase myself. What Rhodes actually said. He said, like, he hates my guts, but he hates you even more, and that's the reason why he's on my side. And then you see your situation, Roman. Like and then he's gonna raise you another one. Like, can I trust Seth Rollins? Like Roman? Like, and then and enough about asking me, can I trust my partner? Like, how about I ask you the exact same question about your partner? Can you trust your tag partner, which is none other than everybody knows his new nickname that he's called himself ever since last week, the Final Boss. Let's hope we don't get no copyright infringement papers from a certain 5-time world champion and taking him to court, if not taking him into the ring this summer. Like, if there's a certain commentator from NXT can get back into his in-ring shape, but that'll probably be the next tease anything about being in a rivalry with the likes of either with the likes of CM Punk or The Rock. But yeah, let's hope that he can be back. Let's hope this is nothing controversial, and much rather than a tease that he can do for good. Let's hope that'll be the case. But anyway, back to the Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns situation. And he's like, can you trust your tag partner, The Rock? Like, I mean, we're all perhaps slightly confused. Like, in the pantheon that is the bloodline that you go, like, what's like, and who's, and this where Cody Rhodes was like, and let's get to cut to the chase of the bloodline situation on who's really in charge of the bloodline. Is it your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, or is it the final boss? Like in a very I'll say sarcastically but cheerful manner, I guess I could say. But him saying that like in a hilarious way, where the fans start laughing and cheering on the American Nightmare for saying that, because that was the best line that he could possibly ever say in WWE. This is where Roman Reigns started smiling, started nearly chuckling. He was like, "But what is this? What is this food talking about?" This is where he started rubbing his face. This is where he started rubbing his. This is where the fans start chanting "Roman sucks." Of course he would. Because Cody Rhodes is the top babyface that's so over right now, to the point that every fan wants to see him finish his story. And even a couple of friends and a couple of family friends, I guess you could say, even admitted that Roman Reigns should. Like, as much as they're a Roman Reigns fan, they would rather see Cody Rhodes finish his story while Roman Reigns had it. But it seems like that. Seems like it's time for Roman Reigns to be dethroned. Like, and Cody Rhodes looked like the perfect guy to be the one to fill in that spot and finally achieve that he's been trying to and finally receive the accomplishment that he's been looking for ever since he started his wrestling career, and also do for his father, even though his father never got a chance to hold on to the title that he is really haven't won, and he cannot give the title to his dad, like with him winning the championship, but he can do it for his mother, like to make both parents proud. Which I'm not sure if I made sense by saying it in that way, but anyway. And that's where Roman Reigns was like, I don't get what you're saying right now. Saying who's in charge. I trying not to answer the question, trying to change the subject just a little bit, with him being on the subject, but changing it into asking him the question, saying, like, didn't you just ask my cousin this like about a couple weeks ago? It just don't make any sense. Like, you're asking me who's in charge. Like, doesn't even matter. Like, is it even in your? Is it even concerns to you? Like, the only thing that you should be barely worrying about, is my championship that you're going to lose for the second straight year in a row. And then this where, and he's like, you sound like you sound like you're running for like if you're running for governor, like, and you're getting into politician. And then this is where we got okay, but anyways, this is where we got this is where Roman Reigns was like it, excuse me, like, yeah, this is he's that kind of guy, like that's your all-American superhero next door, like a guy that will kiss your child and then give out autographs for free, and then even tables too, like, because he loves you guys. That's what Roman Reigns told Cody Rhodes. And then this is where Roman Reigns like, that's all you do, Cody. Like, you promise, you make 100, if not 1,000 or even 1,000,000 promises to everybody, but you never follow through with that promise. You always break them. And then that's where he continues like, and then that's where he said, like you're Like, and then that's when you're gonna make a biggest promise that you feel that you definitely gonna be feeling, and that's the second straight year of main eventing night 2 with me for this very title, and it's not gonna be like next year. I mean, like last year. I say next year. I mean, it's definitely not like last year. And then this is where we got Roman Reigns was like you won't like what he said. Excuse me. He's like, and that's gonna be, and you're never gonna be getting a shot at the championship ever again. And fans like, boo, that's a load of sugar honey iced tea. And this is where they're like, please stop talking when you're not saying anything that's true. And this is where Cody Rhodes then responded back after him saying some shit about him. This is where fans were chanting Cody before Cody Rhodes got back on his microphone. This is where Cody Rhodes went around like, and he was thinking to himself, like, wow, like, I have so many fans here tonight. Like, I didn't expect it to be this many. This is where Cody Rhodes then went on. What you've been like for the past 4 years. You're probably, are you just a little kid looking in the mirror, wanting to be next, the face of a generational star, like the biggest superstar that's been there. That's been doing this for the past decade or two, or maybe even 30 or 40 years, like and be the next pro wrestler in the business, like a Bruno's, like to talk from the beginning, like from Bruno, from Flair, from Hogan, from the Rock. We're talking Steve Austin. We're talking Cena, and so much more. Fans were like not sure about Cena as an inspiration per se. Well, to the adult fans, but to like childhood fans, like my former self, and my and also my what's that? And also my fellow YouTubers, like I'm gonna give shout outs to, like one of them being Plana, like. Also been a childhood favorite of Cena, and yeah, we both dressed up as John Cena. Too bad I don't have any pictures of him. Well, at least I don't have any on me, like digital or physical photos to show you got me dressed up as Cena. It was more like a Dr. Thugonomics version of John Cena, much rather than his hustle, loyalty, and respect version of himself. But anyways, this is where Cody Rhodes continues and he's like, as the generation follows us, like this could be the next. This could be kids that want to grow up to be the next me and the next you, the next Roman. And then this is where, Roman, yeah, you may be right on one thing about that, Cody. There could be somebody be next one. And this is where Cody's like, and yeah, that's your destiny that you need to follow. Like, and that's you're unfamiliar, like with mine. Like, I'm the greatest to ever too. Like greatest of all ever too. Like, well, I know, yeah, Roman Reigns. Also, I forgot to tell you guys, like Roman Reigns is like, yeah, you may not be number one here in WWE, but you will be the greatest number two. That's what he said, yeah. Along with saying like he's the number one top champion. Like he's been world champion for so long. Like when it all started, like he was out somewhere in another company, like another company barely being their mid card championship, trying to make it prestigious. And somewhere down the road, Christian Cage heard this and he got jealous of Roman Reigns of taking a shot right back at AEW, and also doing it by insulting Cody Rhodes, the former EVP of that company. Which, yeah, unfortunately we're not going to see a match on neither man of the Patriarch and the Tribal Chief, of the top two heels of the wrestling company. But anyways, this is where we got Cody Rhodes like and also comes at WrestleMania. You think I'm the top two guy? Like when Roman Reigns saying like, yeah, it's not a bad thing. You may not be number one. Like number one may not be all of that, but at the same time, it shows you how great you are. You're just a great number two, and I don't mean that by an insult. I mean that by a full pack of a compliment. I should say, yeah. which fans are booing, like, boo. Like, well, we don't take it as a compliment, even though you're trying to make it in a compliment. Like, even if you really are, like, that's no compliment, like, to us. But anyway, this is where Cody Rhodes like it. And this is where it's like, and this is where that's in the greatest number 2 spot is gonna prove you wrong. Like when we go all like WrestleMania 40, I can, and I cannot, I'm gonna tell you, and he's like, and I tell you what, Roman, like I am not the number 2 guy here. I am the one. And then this is where he dropped the microphone after he said that in a very confidential manner. And then this is where it's the try at the biggest for both night 1 and night 2. Like I'll be impressed if you can go past me and The Rock in our tag team match and prove also Seth Rollins is not like the man that he once was a decade ago. And like, are you really stupid? Like, are you an idiot? Like. And then this where he was like, and I don't respect you. He's like, and this is where he turns around and and this is where he tells him that he's like, I don't understand. I don't care what you say. Like more than my cousin don't give a damn what I say. And I do not respect you. On top of it, on the microphone, of course. And this is where Paul Heyman said in the response, saying like, I trust you too, and I love you too, my tribal chief. And then and I even imitated this, and it even made my mom laugh. Like she was like, "You really do sound like these guys, like in a way, of course." And yeah, this is where they walked. This is where they walked out of the ring. This is where the Roman Reigns snapped his finger, and I was thinking to myself, "Oh, like what he meant by doing that?" And then and that when his music started, I thought he was I thought he was going to be like a half Samoan and Italian version of Tony D'Angelo, but except he don't have no bodyguards. He has his cousins that are kind of like his bodyguards in this situation, and I thought that was going to be the case, but at first it wasn't because his theme music came on. I was like, oh, he's telling the DJ to he's giving the cue to the DJ to play his music back there, which I don't know how they heard that unless his thumb is a loudest snapping thumb in the arena that echoes around the arena. And then I started playing his music, but not that long after that, like about a couple minutes later, like less than a minute later, like about 40, 50 seconds left. This is where we saw Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso coming from the bottom corner and the top corner side into the audience. But surprisingly, they did not surround the ring with Cody Rhodes and try to assault the American Nightmare, which I guess Roman Reigns ordered them not to, even though he did got into a fight with them yesterday, and he sent them packing when they were double teaming Jey Uso, their cousin / brother. And then this is where Roman Reigns starts staring like at Roman Reigns. And this is where Cody Rhodes like, you think you're the only guy that can that has somebody backing them up on his side? And this is where we saw. You think you're the only guy that has some backup? And this is where Cody Rhodes like, I knew you were lying. I knew you came here alone. And this is where he didn't say it on the microphone. This is where he starts saying right under his breath, like with him saying that out, with the fans hardly understanding what he's saying in a way. With Jey Uso coming out in a hoodie along with Seth Rollins with his goofy shades that are very hilariously cool. And then Jey Uso was there with his pretty cool crop top and his chain with Seth Rollins with his continuous goofy but stylish outfit with the bright red the bright red vest with these bright red pants, which I'm kind of jealous. I want that kind of outfit. And I want to ask Seth Rollins. I want to ask you personally, Mr. Rollins, or whatever you want to call, or whatever you want to be known as. Please, and I mean please, tell me what exactly where exactly you shop at when shop at to find your outfits for WWE, like whether if you're on Raw or SmackDown, mostly Raw, like for your gear, like when you're not wearing your in-ring gear. Like Like or do you have some personal designer do it for you? Like design your outfits, which it could go either way. But I'm asking you this question, Mr. Rollins. Mr. Rollins, if you're watching this video, of course, which I'm not sure if you are, but it's a possibility that you are. But yeah, to ask me or answer this, like where you get your outfits from. I just want to know that because I'm kind of interested of getting outfits like that. But yeah, let me know down in the comments down below if you're watching this video. But anyways, and but yeah, this is where they got into the apron just to make sure that they're right in front of Cody. Like if they want Cody Rhodes, they have to get through them first. But this is where the Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, and definitely Roman Reigns did not want any. That's where they stepped back when SmackDown went off the air, when they showed the copyright, the little copyright logo, the SmackDown copyright logo with Cody Rhodes turning the tables with the music. They're playing his music rather than Roman's music, which is Kingdom, of course, obviously. But yeah, and that's how SmackDown ended on tonight's show. And I want to give SmackDown 4 out of 5 stars. Like, even though I would expect it to end in a brawling altercation, but like as much as Booker T and the Homeless Man and the Hurricane, but I guess it was turned out to be all right. It was still entertaining. It was still good. It was still a pretty decent show. Like a pretty excellent, decent show. I should rephrase that. And hopefully we'll have plenty of more of these episodes of SmackDown and Raw on the road to WrestleMania. And it may not be perfect. Like, so what? Like, it don't have to be perfect just to be an entertaining and interesting show when it comes to matches and storylines in general. Like, it could be like anything, and as long as it's not cringeworthy, like, and excuse me, but yeah, as long as it's not cringeworthy, like it doesn't matter. Our wrestling fans and IWC marks and journalists' eyes, and hopefully they keep on doing this. I'm still looking forward on what's going to happen next, which I believe next week SmackDown and this coming Monday's Raw, it's not going to be much. It's just going to continue to be averagely good, and just to have us the biggest Raw and SmackDown of this coming a week from this coming week, like which aka 2 weeks from now, about around the corner, like. It's probably like Raw and SmackDown probably gonna have their off week. It's still gonna be something entertaining, something added to the card on the 2 night. YouTuber, they have like 10 matches already available, and they said that there's gonna be only 7 matches a night. Like there's gonna be 7 matches on night 1, and there's gonna be 7. 2 of them's probably gonna be from Raw, and then 2 on SmackDown, or maybe even. No, yeah, it could be 2 more from SmackDown and the other 2 on Raw. Considering we got or even 4, like 4 of them are gonna be from SmackDown, and then the other one's gonna be on one's gonna be on Raw or whatever. Bianca Belair and Naomi and maybe Jay Cargill. If not, Jay Cargill and Dakota Kai going on one, and there'll be Bianca Belair and Naomi. Or what's going to be happening on the road to WrestleMania, on which match is going to be next that's going to be scheduled of the shows or whatever that's on your mind. Please comment it down below. And also, yeah, if you like this video, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. And which one was your favorite match of the night? I'll give it to it may have been like an easy and too quick of a match. Not too quick enough to be the shortest match, but I'll say it was Mania. Because that remains to be seen. I'm hoping to keep my fingers crossed for Cody, and if that means if I'm a Cody crybaby, so be it. I'm a huge, massive fan of Cody Rhodes, especially with his new persona as the American Nightmare. And hopefully he does get his moment. Hopefully he wins the WWE Championship. Hopefully he holds on to that title for quite a while and restart a new story, whether if he's a heel or a face, because it's been a bit long enough that the tribal chief Roman Reigns has been that championship, and it's time for a new. Even though like they have some ideas of him beating Hulk Hogan's reign, but I don't think they really need to do that right now. For Roman Reigns already had such a successful reign as that championship, and it's time to have a new championship that's actually going to be a champion for the people. But we can talk about more about this for many more days, especially in the wrestling news video. But for now, I'm just gonna wrap things up and say, hopefully you guys enjoy the video and click on the subscribe button and click the bell notification icon bell and give me y'all's opinions about SmackDown tonight in the comments. And if you haven't already, and be subscribed, if you could be the first one to be notified, it'll be on your notifications on your phone about Super Ninja Austin posting a brand new video on YouTube. And also, yeah, check out my wrestling news video. And unfortunately, I won't be making an AEW Collision video because the March Madness men's NCAA basketball game tournament is going to be on all day on Saturday, which is tomorrow, on March 22nd, and they won't be back on until next week on March 29th. But let me know in the comments below, was it a smart idea for them to cancel AEW Collision, or they should have put them on Thursday? Which they probably would have if it had started on Thursday, which I believe that's when the March Madness this tournament started, on Thursday. And let me know in the comments and ask me and answer this non-wrestling question, and it's more likely a basketball question. Which basketball team is what's your favorite college basketball team that's in this tournament and in the March Madness championship tournament games? Let me know in the comments down below about that. And also make sure to check out my latest wrestling news video where I'm going to be talking about the wildest wrestling news stories that you SNA fans need to know from the WrestleZone article on March 23rd, 2024. And hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday night. And I'll see you next time with some more SNA content. Until we meet again, Super Ninja Austin out. Good night, my SNA fans. Thank you guys for watching to the very end. I know I can count on you guys for watching and continue to watch until there's no more of Super Ninja Austin. But anyway,